Most people walk into an interview prepared for every question. They have practiced their strengths. They have a story ready for their biggest failure. They know exactly what they will say when asked why they want this job. And then this question comes. And everything that they prepared goes out of the window. They either say a number too low and leave money on the table for years, or they say a number too high and talk themselves out of the job that they actually wanted. And here is what nobody tells you: the question is not about salary, it is a test, and most candidates fail it before they even finish their sentence. In the next few minutes, I am going to show you what this question is actually measuring, why the most common answers destroy your leverage, and the exact way to answer it so that the offer comes to you, not the other way around. So stay with me. Here is the truth about this particular question. When a hiring manager asks, "What is your expected salary?" they are not asking because they do not have a budget. Every organization has a budget, every role has a range. They know the number before you walk in. So, why do they ask? They are measuring three things. Number one, they are measuring how well you know your own value. A candidate who answers confidently and specifically without hesitation signals something. It signals this person has done the work. They know the market. They know what this role pays. They know what they bring. A candidate who stammers, undercuts themselves, or says whatever you think is fair signals something very different. It signals, "I am not sure I deserve to be here." I have sat across hundreds of candidates for over 30 years. The ones who handled this question well always handled the job well. Not because the number was right, but the confidence behind it was real. But knowing your value is only the first part. Here is where most people fall apart. 2. They are measuring whether you will negotiate or whether you will collapse. The moment you give a number, the negotiation has begun. Most candidates do not know that. They think their salary discussions happens after the offer. It does not. It starts here, in this question, in this moment. If you give a low number out of fear, you anchor the entire conversation at a level you may never recover from. Even if they like you, even if you get the job, the number follows you into every performance review for the next 3 years. So, if giving a low number is dangerous, does that mean you should give a high number? Not exactly. And this is the part that most advice gets wrong. 3. They are measuring your ability to position, not just negotiate. The goal is not to give the highest number possible. The goal is to give a number that is grounded in value, not in need. There's a difference between saying, "I am looking out for 12 lakhs because I need to cover my EMIs and my current salary is 9," and saying, "Based on what this role requires and what professionals at this level are earning in this market, I am looking at a range of 12 to 14 lakhs." One answer is driven by your situation, the other is driven by the market and the role. Hiring managers respond to the second one every single time. Let me show you what this looks like in practice. Imagine two candidates. Both are applying for the same senior manager role at a mid-sized technology company. Both have 10 years of experience. Both are equally qualified on paper. The first candidate is Priya. Priya is excellent at her job. She has delivered results consistently. She has managed team of 12, led cross-functional projects, and has a track record her current employer deeply values. But when the interviewer asks, "Priya, what is your expected salary?" this is what happens. She pauses. She looks slightly uncomfortable and then she says, "I am currently at 18 lakhs. So I was thinking maybe 22 or 24. But I am flexible. I am really more interested in the role and the growth opportunity. She meant to sound collaborative. She meant to sound open. But what the interviewer heard was, she does not know her own value. She is willing to be decided for. And if we push back, she will fold. Now meet Kavita. Kavita has the same 10 years of experience, the same kind of track record. She is not more talented than Priya. She simply prepared differently. Before the interview, Kavita spent 45 minutes researching. She looked at what this role pays across the industry. She looked at what her specific combination of skills, team, leadership, stakeholder management, cross functional delivery commands in the market. And when the interviewer asks, Kavita, what is your expected salary? This is what she says. She does not pause. She does not apologize. She says, based on what this role involves and where the market is for professionals at this level, I am looking at a range of 30 to 32 lakhs. I am open to a conversation about the overall package, but that is the range I have arrived at based on what I bring and what I have seen in the market. Same role, same interview, two completely different answers. Who do you think walked out with the stronger offer? Not because Kavita asked for more, because Kavita answered from a position of clarity, not fear. Now, I want you to think about the last time you were asked this question. Which answer sounds more like yours? Many professionals answer like Priya, and I do not say this to criticize Priya. She is sincere, she worked hard to get that interview. She genuinely wanted the role, but she walked in with her current salary as her reference point instead of the market as her reference point. That one shift from personal situation to market reality changes everything. Think of it this way: when you sell your house, you do not price it based on what you paid it for 10 years ago. You price it based on what similar houses in the same area are selling for today. Your career is the same. Your value is not your last salary. Your value is what this role, with your skills, commands in the market right now. So, here is what I want you to remember from this video. The salary question is not about salary, it is about whether you know your value and whether you can stand behind that without flinching. The interviewer already has a number. Your job is not to guess it. Your job is to show them that you know yours. Here are three things you can do before the next interview. Action number one: research before you walk in, not the night before, the week before. Spend time on LinkedIn Salary, Glassdoor, Ambition Box. Look at what this specific role, your level, your city, your industry actually pays. Instead of walking in with your current salary as the anchor, walk in with the market as your anchor. Action number two: build your range with a rationale, not a feeling. Do not pick a number because it feels ambitious. Pick a range because you can explain it. Instead of saying, I'm expecting 12 lakhs, say based on what this role requires and what the market shows for this level, I am looking at 12 to 14 lakhs. One sentence, grounded, calm. Action number three: never anchor below your research, even if you want the job badly. The desperation to get the role is the most expensive mistake you can ever make in this moment. Instead of saying, I am flexible, whatever works, say, I have a range in mind and I am happy to discuss the full package. Flexible on structure, clear on value. The offer you accept today becomes the floor for everything that is going to follow. Negotiate it from strength, not from relief. If this changed how you see that question, hit the like button. It tells me that these kinds of conversations are worth having. If you want one video every week that gives you the real clear picture from the other side of the table, do subscribe to this channel. No fluff, just what actually works. And if you know someone preparing for an interview right now, send this to them. One conversation can change what they walk away with. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.